Welcome to the Visualize Meditations podcast, hosted by your gal pal, Sasha Patil, a Chopra-certified meditation teacher, athlete, and adventurer. This is a place where high performance and health meets fulfillment and fun. Each week, I'm bringing you guided visualization meditations and honest solo sessions where I share personal development, my most unhinged stories, and intimate interviews. Whether we're chatting wellness, achievement, or building an aligned community, we're here to create the life of your dreams and have an absolute blast doing it.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite, the Visualize Meditations podcast. And we're here for another solo session. And you know what? The meditations are for you guys. The solo sessions are for me because I really enjoy making them. I enjoy creating them. I enjoy editing them. It's just where I get to enjoy my artistry and my creative flow. So I hope you guys enjoy these solo sessions as much as I do. Maybe you get hooked with the meditations and maybe you stay for the solo sessions. But in these solo sessions, if you haven't been listening to them, essentially they are me shooting the shit. I am telling my unhinged story times. I'm telling my personal development 2 cents, and I also have intimate interviews with people. Now, this episode of the Visualize Meditations podcast is going to be a bit of a compilation. We're going to start with a conversation that was very, very, very spontaneous with my gal pal Bella, who was on an episode, on the 420 episode. If you haven't listened to that one, go back and listen. It's a banger. But Bella was on a couple solo sessions ago, and she was also on about a year ago on the solo sessions as well. Yesterday, I was sitting down. I just got home from a magical bike ride, and I sat down and I was like, you know what? I'm going to record. I got a story that I'm ready to tell. And I was sitting in my bed about to get ready to record, and I get a call from my girl. And she's like, hey, what are you doing right now? And I'm like, I'm about to record a podcast. She's like, we're in Venice. We're about 5 minutes away. Do you want to hang out? And I was like, hell yeah, I want to hang out. So she and her 2 other friends bop over, and I said, you guys can come over and hang out, but we have to record a podcast or a little bit of a podcast because this is the one thing I have to do today. So we sat down outside and we recorded a little bit about manifestation and just get into some absolute nonsense. I hope the audio is good for it because there were 4 of us sharing 2 mics. So I'm sorry in advance if the audio is not good, but you get what you get and you don't get upset. Okay, listen. One day, and hopefully soon, I'm gonna have a gorgeous studio and have a gorgeous setup for me to have these unhinged and crazy amazing conversations with my friends, family, aligned guests, whoever you guys want to have on too, if you guys want me to have people on. One day I'll have a studio, but for now we just have to get a little resourceful. So I hope you enjoy this conversation with my gal pals. This is like really out of context for everyone listening, but what are these penis shoes?
As you can see, I have penis prints on the bottom of my shoes, so you'll always know where I've been, especially if it's the beach. Anytime you're next on the beach and you look down and you see a penis print, just think of me.
Thank you. Okay, thanks for that intro. So just to give everyone some context about what the fuck is happening right now, I'm here with Bella, who called me approximately 10 minutes ago. I was just about to sit down to record a podcast. I kid you not. And Bella calls me, who you were just on the pod like 2-3 weeks ago, maybe?
I was.
Something like that. And I was like, she's like, what are you doing? I was like, okay, well, I was about to record a podcast. Come over. She's over with BB and I'm so sorry, I just met you. Ayla. BB and Ayla. And I was like, okay, you guys can hang out, but I have to record. So we're here.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we are.
BB, wait, what is your podcast?
My podcast is with so my podcast you can find on Instagram at No Judgment Zone, and it's me and my friend Olivia, and we chat shit. We talk about school, we talk about, because we've known each other since we were 4 years old.
Whoa.
And we do like Reddit stories.
Okay.
And we judge.
And you judge?
Even though it's No Judgment Zone, we judge. We haven't done a pod in ages though.
Really?
Because I live here now and Olivia lives we judge people.
Yeah.
We judge strangers on the internet.
Oh, okay.
And you got
Yeah, so that's
nominated
fine.
for a big award.
We got nominated for a Golden Globe. and we met Frank Skinner. We got nominated for 2 awards.
Amazing.
Best jingle, best tangent.
What's a jingle again? A jingle's like a little song at the beginning. Oh, so every time I send your brother an episode of a personal podcast to him, I always have a jingle at the beginning. It goes, do, 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 do. Welcome back to another episode. That's the jingle I sing in a voice message to your brother every time I send him a stoned voice message on Fridays. Every time. Fun fact. You sing that little one jingle to him, he's going to be like, what the fuck is happening?
Should I do it right now?
Yeah, sing a jingle.
We should do a podcast where we just FaceTime Josh and don't tell him he's on the podcast.
Yeah. I didn't realise that at your engagement party where I got very drunk. The next morning I tried to call Josh like 3 times at 7 p.m. He didn't pick up. Yeah.
7?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I guess it started at
Yeah.
3, so that's so fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a good time at my party.
Sasha knows.
I had so much fun at the party. I was there with you.
Do you know what happened after?
No.
Oh, so some of us stayed out and we ended up going to the Abbey in WeHo. So like the best gay club in WeHo. Have you been to the Abbey yet? So we're there and we see this big sign that says Dochi Runway. And we're like, I guess it's Dochi night. And then we start realizing it's getting more and more crowded. And then we find out Dochi's coming. And we're like, what the fuck? And we were in the front row. So we were like, we have to wait for Dochi. And we waited like, okay.
It's like 2 hours.
Like 2 hours. And I am the Blitz. Because I was like, you know what? I'm so hot and bothered and tired and I want to open my engagement presents. And I'm jet lagged. And I left. And literally the moment I left, Dochi appeared.
2 minutes after. Dochi appears.
Wait, that's epic. That's actually epic.
So cool.
I'm obsessed with that. So, for context, the last time Bella came on the pod a couple weeks ago, we talked about crazy manifestation stories.
Yeah.
And the actual craziest part about you calling me out of the blue when you did was because the story I was about to sit down and tell is one of my craziest manifestation stories. Isn't that insane? I'm sorry, universe has been screaming at me like all week. I'm telling you, like there's magic happening right now. I can't help it. It's actually crazy. Because is that not crazy?
A little.
Okay, I'm gonna get into it. So, welcome to story time.
Do you have anything to say?
I'm excited about the story.
Let's back up. Peak COVID. I just graduated college, and the job I was supposed to have did not work out because obviously COVID, so I got laid off. So I was like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do. I ended up getting a job still in the fashion industry. My background's in fashion. Still got it in the fashion industry, like a sustainable fashion brand. It was great. I started working for them and it was like a very, very small team. It was me, the founder, and then the salesperson. And over time, this job just became really, really not good for my health. It was just like not a great workplace for me. It was a little toxic and it was really difficult. And oh my God, the stress I was experiencing was just crazy. Like I stopped sleeping. I gained a ton of weight. I was just miserable all the time. It was really, really rough. It was a really rough situation. And, like the company itself is incredible. It just like was not the right spot for me. And I remember sitting there and I got into work one morning crying, opening the store, and I sat there and I was like, oh man, if I could figure out my dream job and like write it down on a list, I'm gonna do that. Just dreaming up what I would want. And I wrote this list down, and it's somewhere. I'd have to find it in an old journal or something, or maybe it was on a piece of paper. It was like the amount I wanted to make, and I wanted to be remote, and I wanted to be able to do my own like business on the side, and I wanted to be able to do all these things, and even down to like wanting to be able to practice my French, and just like really specific, like really loving the team. And it was still kind of about artistry, and it was crazy. And I was applying. I was going through a bunch of different avenues, just trying to find work, like any which way, networking up the fucking wazoo. I was like getting to a point with my current job where I was just not able to do it. I just could not sleep. And I remember one morning waking up from stress, because I was waking up from stress every morning at like 2:00 in the morning. I wasn't sleeping. I was like going to the gym at 4:00 in the morning because I was just so like wired.
And I remember waking up one morning and meditating, and I was just like crying during this meditation. It was so rough. And I remember calling my dad and being like, I have to quit this job. Like, this is just not good for my health. Like, I can't do this. And he's like, okay, we'll figure it out. Do it. And I had to give a month's notice. So I tried to quit actually 2 times. The first time, she's like, oh, things will get better. It didn't get better. And I was like, okay, I'm going to quit. I quit. She asked me why. And I said, I got another job opportunity. And oh my God, lie through my fucking teeth. I had maybe a couple like weak ties, a couple faint opportunities, but like nothing in my face, be like kind of networking. And I was like, okay, fine. So my 30 days, my replacement like kind of showed up out of the blue. It was crazy. Like walked into the store and she was perfect. We're still friends to this day, which is crazy. And I'm pretty sure she's friends with her replacement too. So it's kind of a whole ass thing. And so literally on the last day of that job, I got the offer for my current job that I've been with now for 5 years, which was the craziest shit. And now 5 years later, if I looked at that list, it was literally every single thing on my list. And it was just one of the best like experiences, but like the craziest manifestation things, because I had to take the leap and like do the thing, and then kind of the universe showed up the other way. But
What's the job?
The job, I'm a customer experience manager at a beauty brand.
Cool.
Yeah. And I've been with them 5 years now.
Hell yeah.
I love this company so much. Nice. Like, they're just the best. My background's in fashion. This is like a makeup brand. I don't know anything about makeup. I've never been a makeup person. The thing is, like, the way that we approach just beauty and wellness is how I approach fashion, where it's like very mood-based and it's a form of self-expression, and it feels so aligned just with my values as far as like artistry, and also like the French it's like a French company. I'm not French, but it's been such a big piece of my life, like studying it and living there, and you know, just a lot of really random pieces of my life just happen to be tied to the French culture, and it feels so good to be connected to that too, and like to be able to practice my French. And the team's fucking awesome. I love my team. They're great, and they're also so flexible with me. Like, I've been able to work around the world, and they've been super flexible with me. I like owe everything to them. Yeah. And like love them.
It's a dream job. Travel the world. Make dollar.
Yeah. Just
perfect.
It's perfect.
I think we should ask these two what their craziest manifestation story is.
I think that's right. What is your craziest manifestation story?
Even if you're talking to the two most cynical people.
Yeah, but what do you think you accidentally manifested?
I work in film, and I remember watching, this is the shortest, most boring story, but I remember watching films when I was younger and not understanding that real people made them. And I don't know whether I thought they were made by robots or whatever, but I had no idea real people actually filmed films. And now I'm one of the people that make films.
So you have always loved film.
Yeah.
I remember when you were, I think maybe 14, and your favourite film was Fight Club. And I was like, and that's my favourite film.
Okay, it's a very pick-me film for girls to like, to be honest.
It is a bit.
I like boys fighting.
But they're naked. Kind of. It's Brad Pitt. Come on. And he's so
Leto.
jacked. And Jared Leto, true.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it for me in the same way that Brad does, but...
No, I don't. I think that's consensus.
It's common knowledge.
Yeah.
What's your story? Do you have a crazy manifestation story?
I mean, you lived with your mum and now you're in LA.
I decided I wanted to move to LA, and I made it happen.
You manifested this without realizing that you manifested this. Because by surrounding yourself with LA all the time and coming out here all the time and then talking about our lives here together, you manifested it.
So I decided to do something, and I did it.
You're not playing the game properly.
You're right.
I have a crazy manifestation story about the two of us. We accidentally manifested each other because we had, you know, the invisible string theory?
LA.
I don't know what Miss Cynical over there is saying, but we did. Because we had an invisible string between us. Girls. What's the thing teachers say? Hey, girls.
Ladies.
when well, there was like, it's like the one word that teachers would say and then everyone would shut up because they'd be terrified. Be like,
Will they just be silent for quite a long time?
And they-
be like, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll wait.
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting. I can see Ayla doing that in a scary way, actually.
Yeah.
So BB and I had all these weird connections before we met, like the invisible string theory. My brother bullied her ex-boyfriend at school. Do you know this is
No, I didn't know that.
They both
Yeah.
went to the same boys' school.
Yeah.
And before
And
I met my ex, and before I ever met you or Josh, how old were they?
teenagers, like 16.
Teenagers, Yeah.
He bullied him at school, and he also we got trained at the same theatre growing up. We lived in the same neighborhood. We knew a bunch of the same people from that theatre, especially.
Yeah.
There was
never
another
met.
Josh connection too. What was the Josh connection? Oh, how can I say this in a PG way? Her ex. Say it again.
Cheated on me
Yeah.
with a girl who was Josh's ex.
Yeah, so Josh's first girlfriend was also the girl that her boyfriend cheated with.
Bitch.
And her name is Zoe.
I'm not shy. I'll name names.
What's her last name?
That's how much I don't care about her anymore. I have no idea. I would say it.
I probably
She had
would
no
know
idea.
if I wasn't a bit high. She was a bit, you know what? I'm a feminist. I won't use the word I want to use.
You don't have to be a feminist for this.
She was...
Talking a big talk since you're halfway around the world.
When I get back to London, I'm going to be like,
Yeah.
So those were BB and I's connections before we met.
that's crazy.
What do you think of it, Sasha?
I think that's pretty wild.
You never knew that.
No.
Wow.
I didn't know that Josh was bullying the motherfucker in school, though.
Josh was the school bully. It's like, you know when they say, if you can't find the crazy person on the bus, it's you. If you can't find the
Yeah.
school bully, it's you.
Yeah.
Josh was so mean to people in high school. He's very nice now.
What's the worst thing he did?
Oh my god. Oh, wait, at school or in general? Because
Oh, at school.
at school, he threw a chair at a teacher.
Nice.
And that's my best friend and your brother.
Yeah.
And podcast host. Listen to Mastermind Moments every Wednesday, anywhere you get your podcasts.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, he's a lovely gentleman now. Lovely old
Formed
chap.
bully.
But every time we do a podcast, the first podcast we did together, we spoke about Josh for the first 20 minutes. And we were like, we're not allowed to talk about him anymore.
God, it's just so popular.
Yeah.
It's hard not to. I just talked to him 2 days ago. Yeah. I talk to this man like once or twice a week at least.
Wow.
For an hour.
Even when he's in India traveling.
That's beautiful.
I told him, I said, you better bring those mics. You better bring those mics, because...
Did he bring them?
Yes. As he fucking should.
Very good, very nice.
Yeah. So...
I'm sorry, I just love the way BB's been sat for this entire thing. She looks so LA. Like, in her, what is it, her flannel thrown over her dress with her trainers and her cap and glasses. Sitting like she owns the place.
I do own the place.
She looks more high than I do. She's not even high. That's
Yeah.
a compliment. It just means you look really chill and laid back.
Maybe that's
Really
why
chill
we
and laid
disagree
back,
with me.
though.
Do I?
Too chill.
Can you
Yeah.
still see the stain on my skirt?
Yeah, I think my
don't know,
brain
hold
works
on.
so slowly anyway. I really don't need to go slow.
I mean, a little,
It's really
but like
sensible.
it's less prominent now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, yo.
Unfortunate.
Pretty gnarly. Well,
You manifested your move to LA and you manifested me.
okay. I love how you were just like, okay, so I just decided to do something, and then it got done, and that's manifestation. Which, like, honestly,
I think
kind of.
ultimately, you figure out what you want
Yeah.
and you go get it.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, that was the cutest sneeze ever.
And you're a go-getter.
I am a go-getter.
Just from what you've told me about your plans to do things.
For
for
world
your pod.
domination.
Yeah. You see something, you want it,
Yeah.
you go for it.
Have you spoken about that on here or you're not saying it yet?
We can't do that. We can't, because the pod is magic. Josh and I have figured this actually on the pod where, so for context, Bella's brother and I have our own podcast that we record once a week, and we're just really tight. But we have been talking about it and have kind of come to this realization that the podcast is magic, which is, it's just strange and it sounds really woo-woo and like weird, but when we say things and we're talking about them, episodes will come out like months later, and then what we said in the episode is like happening in our lives, but in like a very different way, but it's still happening. And I wish I had like a really concrete example about this.
I will be the lead in White Lotus, and I'll replace Helena Bonham Carter because she dropped out.
Honestly, yes. Yeah.
What do you want? What do I want?
Yeah.
For nothing. I'm scared of the hole.
You just get what?
I'm scared.
You get one shot at this.
No, because, you know, with wishes, like, it transpires as something like a fucked up version of what you actually wished for, so there's no way I'm going to say anything.
Interesting. Has that happened?
Yeah. But I wouldn't
It's
even
been
call
the
it fucked up.
fucked up
I wouldn't
version.
call it fucked up. I would just, and sometimes it can be, but I'd say like when I say the thing and it comes out later, it's different. Sometimes better, sometimes that, and sometimes worse. It manifests as its own thing. So that's why I had to be so specific about what I say.
So now you're going to turn into Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, how could that possibly go wrong? No, what if I get cast, but then I do such a terrible job because I'm so nervous that I end up being known for being really bad? So I got what I wanted, but did I?
Yeah, because
It's not going to happen.
no, but even if you're really bad,
good of an
people are
actor.
still talking.
Oh, I thought you meant it's not going to happen at all. I was
No.
like, wow, we're manifesting.
No, if it
Okay.
happens and you are really bad, people are still talking about it, and that's a win.
All press is good press.
I
Yeah.
want to manifest something. I'm going to get the role I just auditioned for.
What's the role?
You got to say it on the
I
Magic
can't-
podcast.
I can't say what the role is, but it's a Ryan Murphy project.
Okay. Nice.
But I'm going to look at this podcast and I'm going to say, you heard it here first.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming on the pod. Let's hit this this little cute little
Hit the
spot.
wine bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's lovely to meet you.
Yeah, we just met. Do you have any last words, Bella?
Falafel.
You heard it here first.
Coming off of that conversation, the story that I told about manifesting my current job is something that I hold so near and dear to my heart. And I feel like it's kind of a life lesson, right? And I find that I like to do this a lot in my life is I sit down, and I encourage you to do this too. Sit down and think about, what the fuck do you want with your life? What do you want with your life? What do you want in your career? What do you want in your health? What do you want in your friendships, your family relationships, your romantic relationships, your physical environment, your contribution, your spirituality, your finances? What do you truly want? Sit down and write that shit down. Like, what is the outcome that you want? What is the life that you want to create? Like, sit down and get really, really clear about it, because I feel like so many people go through life passively, where they go and they kind of are living this life all willy-nilly that's kind of given to them, which is amazing and great, sure, if you're into that. But for me, I think it's really important to be very active in the creation of my own life. So for me, that's getting really, really clear about what I do want in my life, and what do I want to create, and what do I want to achieve, and what do I want to attract in my life. And then I write these lists down, and then I figure, how can I show up as this person in order to attract that thing into my life? And I see this a lot with romantic relationships, right? Where it's like you write down the list about what you want in your partner, but the key after the fact is, you attract what you are, not what you want. So are you showing up as that person? Are you showing up as the person that you want to attract? Because if you're not, then you're going to attract what you are. Everyone and everything that is brought into your life is truly a mirror and a reflection about who you are inside and your inner dialogue. Everything in your life is just a reflection of who you are, truly. And everything in your life is a reflection of how much you love yourself and the decisions that you make, because really our life is just a compilation of all the decisions that we make, right? So if you get crystal fucking clear about what you want and you are starting to show up as that person, I'd say, are you taking the action and the big, bold, brave steps to move towards that vision that you're creating for yourself? are you taking the action to get there? Because for me, the biggest thing for me was I wrote down what I wanted in my next dream job and my next dream career back when I was in that toxic job. And yeah, I could write it down and I could dream about it, but really what made the difference was me taking that bold step to quit my current job without anything lined up. I was describing this to a girlfriend the other day, where making a big, bold decision like that is like skydiving. And if you haven't been skydiving, let me paint that scene for you right now. Or at least this was my experience with it, okay? So like take it at face value. You go up in this little itty bitty plane. You're in the back. And all of a sudden you go up, 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 up. You're looking out the window. You're like, wow, this is beautiful. But oh my God, we're about to jump out of this plane. Wow. And the nerves become more and more intense. The feelings of fear and maybe anxiety are getting more and more intense. Maybe excitement are getting more and more intense, because really fear and excitement are just the same thing with a different label on them. It's the same sensation in the body. The body does not know the difference. And so these feelings are getting more and more intense. And all of a sudden, you open the door to the plane and you look out and you're like, holy fuck, that jump looks so scary. That jump looks terrifying. I could jump out of this plane and just the parachute could not open and I could just go splat on the ground, even though I personally looked up the data and statistics around skydiving before I went, and I knew that I was more likely to get into a car accident on the way there than I was actually to have some sort of mishap during my skydive. The data shows that skydiving is so safe. So you open the door and you're looking down at that really big scary jump and you're like, oh my God, this is terrifying. And you fucking jump out of that plane and it's complete surrender. You have to completely surrender to the experience. You have to completely surrender to fate and to the universe and to hopefully the guy that's on your back who's going to pull the fucking parachute, right? And for those couple seconds, you're just like, I blacked out a little bit. I'm flailing through the air a little bit. I'm like, where is up? Where is down? I don't know. And it's just fucking terrifying for a while. But then all of a sudden you feel that yank and the parachute goes up and it opens and it is pure fucking bliss. And making a big decision in your life feels just like that. A big decision that's really, really scary and that you don't know the outcome and you don't know what the hell is going to happen. It feels like opening the door and looking down and being like, oh my God, that's a long way down. And if my parachute doesn't open, I'm going to go splat on the fucking ground. And the jump looks terrifying, but once you actually make the jump, it's scary for the first couple seconds, but then it's ultimate bliss on the way down. And then you get to the ground and you're like, wow, that was the best thing ever. It's just like the most exhilarating, amazing experience ever. And skydiving taught me a lot about life. And I feel like making these huge, huge decisions kind of feels like that. But my thing is, if you want to have something, if you want to achieve something, if you want to get something, this is a Tony Robbins quote, but like, the only way to take the motherfucking island is to burn the motherfucking boats. And what does that mean? Is that if you commit to something and you do not give yourself a way back, you do not give yourself a plan B, you are going to make it happen no matter what. Failure only happens when you give up, because people who don't want to fail don't fucking fail. You know what they do? They try something, and sure, they might quote fail, but you know what it really is? It's learning and it's pivoting and it's trying again. SCA, eshue, SCA, eshue, to try, to fail, to try, to fail. You try, you fail, you get back up, you pivot, you learn, you try again. And you do this continuously until you get the outcome you want. And then you fucking celebrate, and then you just keep going. And you celebrate along the way, celebrate the small wins, celebrate the journey. And you know what? It's terrifying, but you know what? I would rather try and fail than not try at all. And if it's not you, then who's gonna do it? If it's not now, then when? Honestly, life is long, but life is so fucking short. Life is so fucking short where you have the opportunity to create whatever life you want, especially if you're faced with a lot of uncertainty, right? And for me, I'm experiencing right now, so many of my loved ones are in this really transitional time in their lives. If that's a new job, or if that's a change in physical environment, or a change in health, or a change in relationship, every single person in my life is going through this huge transitional moment. There must be something in the air right now. Year of the horse, baby. Okay? But at the end of the day, uncertainty, yes, it is scary, because, you don't really know what's going to happen. You don't really know the outcome. You don't know how things are going to fall into place. And that's life, right? Like, we try to control things and it doesn't end up working out that way. We make plans and God laughs, really. So the beautiful thing about uncertainty, though, is that anything is possible. Any single thing is possible. If you can dream it, you can create it. We put man on the fucking moon. We have little computers in our hands at all times. Like, anything you can dream is possible. So why wouldn't you choose actively to create whatever life it is that you're dreaming of? So get fucking crystal clear about what the hell you want, and then show up as that person and take huge, bold, big, brave action to get there. And yeah, it might be fucking scary. And yeah, the uncertainty might be a little unsettling. But you know what? It's like opening the door to that plane and it's jumping out, and it's terrifying, but the ride down is ultimate bliss. And if it's not you, then who? If it's not now, then when? Do the damn thing. Build the life of your dreams. Dream up the life you want and fucking create it. Seriously. What a beautiful opportunity we have in this life to create whatever the hell it is we want. So why would we waste that? Why would we throw that away? Why would we just go through life passively when anything is possible? So I hope you enjoyed that little pep talk. Honestly, I feel like I was doing this mirror exercise with my friends, and one of the questions I'd ask my inner circle loved ones was, if I were a superhero in a movie, what would my power be? At least a handful of them said, you're Captain America, in the sense that you're the last one fighting and you're always the one to give the fucking pep talk. Like, it is, I think, one of the things that they said in this exercise with my closest inner circle loved ones is they were all telling me, they're like, when I want wisdom, when I want a pep talk, I go to you. And honestly, it's the biggest honor of my life, and it's the biggest blessing of my life, that I love that sometimes I'm a walking bumper sticker, and I love that I can just give the pep talks that are absolutely needed. And that's like the ultimate joy of my life. If a loved one calls me and they're like, hey, I'm in a rut and I need you to give me a fucking pep talk, oh my God, you don't even know how lifted up you're gonna be after this. But I don't know, just in general, guys, seriously, like, dream your biggest dreams, dream your biggest, wildest dreams, and then fucking go towards them relentlessly with 100% commitment and conviction and just absolute love and joy and energy and just excitement. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you might fall on your face and you might fucking fail, but you know what? You're gonna learn, you're gonna get back up, you're gonna pivot, and you're gonna try again, and then you're gonna succeed eventually. It's repeat, and then you're gonna fucking celebrate. So let's enjoy this life. Let's build something amazing. Let's create something amazing. I'm just fucking excited. Honestly, magic is in the air right now. The synchronicities in my life are just absolutely insane. The universe is fucking screaming at me. I'm so happy. Paris was one of the happiest moments of my life, but this is up there. It might be slowly creeping up to happiest moment in my life. I mean, I have Sasha's Barbie dream life dreamed up in my head. I have doodles of it. I've told really close friends about it. I'm like co-creating this epic Sasha's Barbie dream life right now, and magic is being conjured. Magic is in the air. I know the universe is screaming at me, and I am fucking listening, and I am here for it, and I am here for the fucking ride. I'm ready to jump out of the plane. I'm about to jump out of the plane, and I'm gonna enjoy that fucking ride down, and I'm gonna enjoy this absolute bliss it is to just see the world, to just create the life of my dreams, to do it all, and to do it all with fucking style. This episode is coming out right before my birthday, and it's such a special time for me. I think next week I'm going to do a solo session about last year's birthday magic, and maybe this year's birthday magic. We'll see what kind of magic stories I get into, and we'll do an episode about that, because last year's birthday was absolute fucking magic, and the audio on that story was so horrible. So I think I'm going to re-record it for you guys, on top of some of the biggest lessons I've learned in my 27th year and some of my intentions going into my 28th year. And I just feel absolutely incredible. So my birthday is next week. I'm really, really excited to just enjoy my time, and I have some really close loved ones coming in for my birthday. We have a combined birthday with me and another one of my childhood best friends, and we're just gonna have an epic time together here in LA. And yeah, next week we'll get into absolute birthday magic stories and my biggest lessons and my intentions going into my 28th year, especially as I'm creating this absolute dream life for myself. I can say it again and again and again until I'm blue in the face. Get crystal clear about what you want, show up as the person that's attracting that thing, take big, bold, brave, beautiful action to fucking get there, and enjoy the ride down, motherfucker. You know, let's go. Let's fucking go. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Visualize Meditations podcast. Don't forget to chat with me online. I love talking to you guys. The reason I do what I do is because I know it brings you guys value and you guys just enjoy being here and listening, and I see the numbers go up, and I see your comments and your testimonials and the follows, and oh my god, it just means everything and it makes my entire life, and I can't thank you enough, honestly, for being here and for supporting me through all of this. I launched this podcast now. We're about to go into season 4 officially, so happy season 4. And this podcast, I started it now 3 years ago around this time, and I worked on it for an entire year before I launched it to friends and family. And I launched this podcast to friends and family a year later on my 26th birthday, where I did this like epic trip to Charleston. It was incredible, and I told all my friends and family about it. And I've been working on the podcast since then, obviously, for the last 3 years, and I've just had an absolute blast, and I love this show more and more and more. And for season 4, there's some super exciting developments, and I know I've been saying I've been working on something exciting for a long time, and I still am working on some really exciting stuff, but I just feel incredible, and I feel so excited about where this is going. And if you guys have any feedback, comments, questions, suggestions, anything, I'm here. I'm all ears. Have no fear. We're just dreamers here.
I hope today's episode left you feeling inspired and aligned. Make sure you're following the show so you never miss out on our weekly meditations or solo chats. I love connecting with you guys. Let's talk on Instagram and TikTok at Visualize Meditations, and we will catch you guys next week on the Visualize Meditations podcast. Bye!